Hello and welcome back to Adora Build. My name is Ruth and my little dog is called Bucky. And in today's video I thought that it would be really cool to go through and give you guys a little bit of a mock or mod update. So as some of you who have been following me for a little while will know, is that I have started to modify a number of sets. But it is probably time to go through and give a little bit of an update as to where those sets are up to and what's happening with them. So the first set that we will be looking at today is the Beauty and the Beast castle that I started with. So let's take a quick look at that. So this is where my Beauty and the Beast castle is up to, and this is actually the combination of the first Beauty and the Beast set along with the first Junior's Beauty and the Beast set as well. There are a few details that I obviously need to finish off as part of this modification, such as this bay window here, which may become a little bit easier to build now that we have those fantastic window pieces that we got with Andrea's house. The other thing that I will really love to be able to do with this castle is to actually close in the back and modify the build so that it is actually kind of modular perhaps. And the way that I am going to do that is by adding in the second Beauty and the Beast Junior set that we actually ended up getting last year. So here I have that second Junior set that I was talking about, which was released in 2020, and it is called the Winter Castle or something along those lines. I will pop the little card down below so you can see exactly what that's about. So my intention is to maintain this as the front of the castle, and then to take apart this set and to modify that so it fits into the back of the castle. One of the things that I do actually really love about this Junior set is actually, oops, I've just knocked Belle over, oh no. One of the things that I do actually love about this castle are these large gold doors, and I think that they actually look a little bit nicer than the gold gate. So I may play around and remodify these castles in order to create something that is closed in, modular, and also fits in with this colour palette. I don't think that I will be keeping the winter theme as part of this castle. I think I might actually go for more of a spring look or something along those lines. So that's the update for Belle's castle. So let's take a look at another one of my modified builds and see where that's up to too. So the next modified set that we are going to have a look at is my second Jasmine Tiered Palace. So one of my first videos, in actual fact I think it is the very first video of mine, I showcased my first Jasmine Tiered Palace, which was based on the very first Princess Jasmine set that we had ever gotten, as well as the Tiger's Tiny Temple foil animal pack as well. So when we got some more Princess Jasmine sets with the release of the live action remake, I thought that it was only fitting to create a second Princess Jasmine Tiered Palace. This one is so close to being finished. I am just waiting to get some more gold tiles to pop down here and also then be able to build a second market stall. I do need to get some more cheese slopes in order to add into some of this rock work in order to be able to finish that off. I think I might actually end up putting a railing around this like little Dove Oasis garden up the top here, and then that section will be finished. There's a little bit of rock work that I do need to finish off in and around this area as well. So it's not going to take very long in order to finish off this modified build, which will be super exciting, and it will be so nice to be able to showcase Princess Jasmine's palace. The other couple of things that I've just noticed as well is that I do need to add in some flowers, and I also want to just be able to update this section on the roof. Particularly at the back, I think that this can actually be made to look a lot prettier and a lot neater as well. So, you know, it is so close and it's looking completely awesome and I'm really enjoying it. So it is just all these little fine minor details in order to get this modified build completely finished. So now that we've finished talking about my Princess Jasmine Tiered Palace, modular modified build number 2, let's take a look at the next MOC that I've been working on. So the next modified castle that we will be looking at is Arendelle Castle from the Frozen theme, and this version of the castle is actually a combination of the 2 Arendelle castles that we have received so far, and I do really like the way that this build is looking, although there are a few more changes that I would like to make to this particular build. First off, I do think that I will be adding in an extra floor in order to make it taller, and this way we'll actually be able to have a bedroom for Anna and a bedroom for Elsa, which I think will be super awesome and look absolutely fantastic. And then the other thing that I would like to do with this set as well is to be able to close in the back of it too, because at the moment it is still all open backed. And again, I may need to do a little bit of building and modifying of this particular version as well in order to make sure that this castle is still all modular and we can just lift off each section. What is really nice is that I do already have some of the extra parts that I will need in order to create the back of this particular castle, so that's going to be heaps easier to be able to use my extra window and my extra couple of roof slopes as well. And I think that this is then going to start to look much more grand and a lot more close to the actual movie version as well. So an extra floor in here for a second bedroom, so it becomes 1 level taller, and then figure out how I can actually make this a little bit more three-dimensional at the back as well. So that's going to be really exciting, and once all of that is done with this castle, then this will be able to be placed into my Lego City in the Arendelle section of that Lego City, which should look really, really beautiful and gorgeous. So now that we have looked at the 3 modulars which you guys are already aware of, let's take a look at a modular that I haven't shown you before. So this is the last modified build that we are going to take a look at today, and this is something that I have been working on for a little while, which is Snow White's cottage. So it is by no means anywhere close to being finished. There are a lot of details that I do want to work on, but I do think that I have the general shape of this build sort of laid out. And I think that this is actually looking really, really cute for like a little bit of a cottagecore type build to be able to place into my Lego City at some stage. I have made sure that the roof can be lifted off, which is going to be really handy, although I do need to still add the tiles down here to make sure that that's going to be a smooth transition. And the inside of the build is using that pale yellow colour, which is actually the colour that we got with the Snow White Juniors set that we received a few years ago. So I think the interior is looking quite nice. I do want to add in some wooden floors, and I may work on the exterior a little bit more. One of the concerns that I do have is that this build does actually look quite dark from the outside, although I am very aware that this cottage is meant to be a little bit more of a hidden cottage and a secret cottage tucked away in the woods. So it shouldn't really be too bright or colourful or noticeable. But I am really happy with my stone chimney, which I think looks great. And I also am really looking forward to finishing off the shape of this cottage roof as well, because I do really like that it sticks out a little bit at the bottom, and then I'm hoping to be able to curve it over on the top as well. So it will kind of have a little bit more of a mushroom shape to the roof, which should be adorable and look super cute. So there is a look at 4 of my modified builds that I have been working on. It is really interesting that all 4 of these are actually from the Disney Princess line, but of course we just build with what we are inspired by. So I will keep you updated on each of these modulars, particularly once I have been able to finalise all parts and get them finished off, which should be awesome and wonderful. I do hope that you have enjoyed seeing this really cool little video and getting an overview as to where all these builds have gotten up to. If you do enjoy my videos, please feel free to give it a thumbs up or leave a little comment down below letting me know your thoughts on each of these builds, and feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. all of that support just really encourages me to continue making these videos for you as well. I look forward to seeing you at my live stream on Saturday, and until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye!